When you stand by demonstrable science, you get many benefits. One, the results of the demonstrable science give me a free pass to bash space any which way I want. Of course, it isn't difficult anyway, is it? But you know you're backed up by demonstrable reality, tested and verified by all. And because of that stance, and because of the free pass to bash space, and because the very fundamental claims, demonstrable reality, tested and verified by all, prove the globe scientifically impossible, this does multiple different things. One, it shows these globe channels can't refute me with any demonstrable science. The only thing they can come up with is actually to defend absurd space pantomime productions. So when you've got that kind of stance, it exposes the globe via the globe believers themselves. By non-citation of demonstrable science, the only thing they can do, and they do it with a passion, is to defend absurd space pantomime productions. It's mad. And we're at the stage now, because of my stance, and because I won't be swayed, and because I stand by simplistic truths, my template is very simple, truthful, and honourable. And it won't be corrupted, and it can be tested and verified by all. Because of that, we're exposing the globies through their own behaviour, non-citation, and the fact they have to defend absurd space productions. But they're at the stage now where they don't know what to do, because I've bashed the globe every day for years now, near enough, that they're actually trying a new approach, claiming that I don't believe the Earth to be level or flat. Obviously, it's got topography. But they're now claiming that I think, basically, I'm in it for shits and giggles and money. Obviously, there's no adverts on this channel, no PayPals, no begging. They're clearly projecting themselves, their own downfalls, if you like, and failings of being ruled by the materialistic philosophy. And as a result, they're like puppets of their own desires. It's ridiculous. But because of that, they're now projecting, they're now stating that I'm a con man who doesn't believe a word I say, even though the things I stand by can be tested and verified by all. Can you see now what sort of mentality you're dealing with these individuals? That they're now having to say this to justify their own delusions. And when I say this, they're now saying, like I just said, they think I'm a con man and I don't believe a word I say, even though it can be tested and verified by all. So you're clearly dealing with con men themselves, it's a demonstrable fact, and delusional people who really are under the serious effects of spellcraft, i.e. the mainstream media, the education system. Most of these people, I may add, are actually gaslit into this for fear of stepping across that line. They just bend over and take it. They're too scared to actually step out of the comfort zone, ask those awkward questions, and be brave enough to stand by the simple truth. It should be easy, but because the simple truth regarding this subject goes against the grain, so many have a difficult time addressing it. And again, it comes back to discernment as well. Admittedly, when you look at this subject, you are bombarded with all sorts of bullshit. With good discernment, you'd wade through it very easily. So it's a little bit of it's like having a picnic in a field full of landmines at the start. You need to get centered up and really be quite savvy. And the quickest way of doing it with that is not to get emotional about this subject. And like I say, is to stand by demonstrable science. Anything else is irrelevant. If you're going to stargaze, you need demonstrable science to back your stargazing fantasies. There are none, which is why it can't be taken for any kind of scientific proof other than an observation that has no demonstrable science. Anyway, we're way past that. The globe's done. It was a figment of people's imagination who were naive enough to believe in this silliness in the first place. And of course, we all started asking questions many years ago now, and quickly found out there's no science, just a whole lot of pantomime. I mean, well, this stuff I've had playing on my screen here is from China, their space station, supposedly orbiting the globe Earth. But again, it highlights the absurdity of this space and shows that it's nothing but a silly production, lapped up by the naive. And they will still come and defend this. The people, I can't take these online global representatives seriously. They will defend this. There's no science whatsoever. It's crazy times, I'll tell you. The psychology of these individuals online who defend, the fact now they're having to delude themselves even more by claiming I don't believe a word I say, even though my claims could be tested and verified by all. Like I say, crazy times. But we're at the point now where they're exposing themselves even quicker and even more. And for anyone with discernment, we're catching on a lot more quicker. So it's great. It's only a matter of time, lads. The game's up. Simple as that.